All right, this video is on proportions, on percentage of difference, and how to solve for a specific variable. So for this one, if I wanted to check if these two fractions were proportional, all you have to do is cross multiply. This is the time in math when you cross multiply, when you're dealing with proportions, okay? So 7 times 12 is 84, okay? 10 times 9 has to equal 84. If it does not, then they are not proportional. 10 times 9 is 90. These are not proportional. And that's it. Cross multiply, you check if the first multiplication equals the second multiplication. If they do not, then it's not proportional. Here, it says it is proportional. Okay, so let's slide this over. It says that it is proportional. So it should, that means that 3 times 30, that equals 90, has to equal 12 times x, which is 12x. So these two multiplied together have to equal 90. So what do? You divide by 12, divide by 12. Okay, both those can get cut in half, so let's do 45 over 6. Both of those divisible by 3. So let's do 15 over 2. So now I know the answer is 7.5. Okay? So the answer for the top here is 7.5. That's it. X equals 7.5. So let's keep going. This next one here, again, let's not move that line. We're dealing with proportions. So it says that these proportions are equal. So the same thing has to happen. We're going to cross multiply. So this times this. Okay, that's 25 times all of this. So you're going to get 25x plus 25 times 8, which is 200, has to equal 5 times 5, which is 25. So here you subtract by 200. Subtract by 200. 25x equals negative 175. Divide by 25. Divide by 25. X equals negative 7. So now I know what x equals. X equals negative 7. Over here, we're looking for the percent of change. So they gave us the original and the new amount. Okay? So let me just highlight all this, move it up a little bit. All right. Now, the first, so this is the setup. This is the difference. So you're going to subtract those two, making sure everything was a positive number. Then you're going to put the original down here, and that always equals 100, and up here is percent. So percent is missing, so that's going to be our x. 100 stays there. The original was 20, and the difference between the two, meaning the distance between them, is 8. So it's going to be an increase. So whatever percent we get, it's a positive percent. So we're going to cross multiply. This makes 20x equals 800 divided by 20 divided by 20. The answer is 40. All right, so x for that one is 40. So it had a 40% increase. Now this one. So I want to know the new price after the taxes. All right, maybe I should slide this over. So it's, oh, now it says as much as it goes. Okay, so again, let me move this up. I don't know why I left it all the way down here. Back here. Okay. All right, so again, the difference goes up here. You'd have to subtract. And it's going up, so the new price is higher. So it'd be 30 minus x, or x minus 30, it doesn't matter. We know that the answer is going to be positive. So we're just going to leave it as x minus 30 for right now. Okay? Yeah, that's correct. X minus 30 because our new price is higher. And this is going to end up to be a positive number. So we don't know what this is, but there is a subtraction supposed to happen here. That new price minus 30. Down here is the original, which is 30. So these two numbers are the same. And this is going to be 100. And this time we do know the percent. It's 6. Okay, so here we're going to cross multiply just like before, so the math hasn't really changed. And we're going to end up with 100x minus 3,000 equals 180. So we're going to add 3,000, add 3,000. We're going to end up with 100x equals 3,180. Divide by 100 on both sides. X equals 31.80. You can check your calculators. That's correct. You shouldn't have calculators, and you should know how to divide by 100. When you divide by 100, move the decimal point over to the left twice. All right, and that's my final answer. That's the price after taxes. So if the original price was $30, taxes was $1.80. So you can answer both questions with that one view of the number. All right, let's scroll this up. Now let's solve for a specific variable. Here, let's solve for x. What does x equal? So we're solving for x, which means we gotta get rid of everything that's affecting the x. The 8 is affecting the x, and the f is affecting the x. The c is not doing anything to the x, so we don't have to move it around. So let's get rid of the furthest thing from the x, which is the f, minus f, minus f. So now we have 8x by itself equals c minus f. Can I do anything with that? No, they're different letters. Then I divide by 8 on this side, divide by 8 on that side. X equals c minus f over 8. That's our final answer. I'm going to make this. Okay, let's go over here. So here, there's two x's, which is a situation. And when that happens, you have to make sure all the x's are on the same side. So we're going to be moving some stuff around. We're going to be moving this and this, making sure they're on the same side. So let's make everything on the left. So this is already on this side. So we're going to write 6x right here. Now this one, I'm going to move to this side, which means it's going to cross the equal sign. When that occurs, it changes signs. So this is going to be minus 3x. Okay? So that's done, and that's done. So now everything else has to end up over here. So the minus f is just going to come down. Minus f. This now has to move with this on that side. So that instead of plus g, it's going to become minus g. And this is my result so far. These can combine like terms. Doesn't happen a lot, but it can. So this is going to make 3x, because 6x minus 3x is 3x, equals minus g minus f. How do I get rid of the number next to x? I divide, and x equals minus g minus f over 3. All right. Last one here. Last one here. So here we have the same situation. There's two x's. So we're going to do the same thing we did before. Here and here. So the 7x is going to come down. The mx is going to move over here, causing it to be minus mx. The minus L is just going to come down, and the minus C is going to become just C now, because it's a positive C. So I move that one down, that one across the line. So here, we can't combine like terms. Okay, so I'm going to do something we call the reverse distributive property. So what did the distributive property look like before somebody distributed the x to both of them? So the x was on the outside, 7 was on the inside, and m was on the inside. So instead of multiplying everything by x, I divided everything by x, and instead of getting rid of the parentheses, we made the parentheses. So that's why it's going the reverse distributive. Then here we have c minus l, and now what's the opposite of multiplying by 7 minus m? Dividing by 7 minus m, cancel. Dividing by 7 minus m, and that's my final answer. And that's it.